Mic check 1 2 1 2. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome. What's up, y'all? All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. You've reached it. DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger. Episode 99. 99. That's right. All praises. Hey, real quick check in. I know it's a hump day, but I'm not gonna be before you too long. I know I say that all the time, but for real, this time I'm really gonna try to concentrate on being precise with what I got to get to y'all because I still got other things I'm doing today. But I definitely need to check in. Listen, man, you see the headline. While everybody was so caught up with this old effeminate slap that Will Smith gave to Chris Rock, and whether it was staged or not, or whether it was real, and him being punished by the Oscar board, should they take his award for? Who gives a damn? At this point, while everybody's caught up on that, there's been a lot going on. See, my thing is this: it's a distraction when that particular incident was the main headlines on all news broadcasts, all entertainment blogs, all radio talk shows, um, podcasts, so forth and so on. When that becomes the story of the day and dominates over world war, nuclear threats, dominates over famine, dominates over economic collapse, dominates over um, uh, unrighteous implementations of trannies being put into political offices. I mean, give me a break. The only thing I could see outside of that situation was it was a distraction. Period. Whatever's going on in Will Smith's home life and what's happening with him, who gives a damn? He ain't following these laws. And he's had opportunity. He's had opportunity. I know personally, to receive this word. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna get caught up on it. But nonetheless, this is what I do want to show y'all, man. Let's get right to it. Hopefully everybody's well, man. Did you wipe your feet? If you ain't wiped your feet, man, hit that like button. Help the algorithms kick in. Let's get some traction going on with this video, man. I don't have much going on over here. It's just little old me, and the rest of my messenger family. But hey, if you can do your brother a favor, man, wipe your feet before you come into this house, man, and sit down and get comfortable. Hit the like button so we can keep it moving. All right. But other than that, let's get right excuse me, get right to it so we can understand what was going on while the world is so caught up and captivated with this slap at the Oscars. Um, this was happening. We're witnessing economic collapse going on right now. Okay, the destruction of America is at hand. But what they're going to disguise this whole thing is as a Build Back Better plan. We know that the New World Order is in full effect. It's being announced all over the place. Slow Biden said it last week. He just got through saying that famine is coming and it's going to be real. The impending collapse of what's going on right now, life as you know it, the world as you know it, they want to destroy it so they can build up a new one. There's a saying that they say, Rahm Emanuel out of Chicago, um, Obama's old buddy, said you never let a good crisis go to waste. I'm even starting to question what's going on with this war. We've always maintained a position of the start of World War III. Not saying that it is, but we do see the frictions of what's happening with this being the beginning of World War III, right? And it's economic, it's biological, it's physical. All of these aspects are playing a part. Headlines now today are saying that Russia is pulling back a little bit now. Doesn't mean that they're in retreat mode. Doesn't mean that um, everything is over. They could be pulling back because they're ready to, let off something bigger. As there's reports of Putin and some of his higher ups are retreating to their bunkers. Not going to cover that one today, but I'll bring it out most I will in the Shabbat when we do episode 100, most I permit. We do episode 100 this Shabbat. We will get into some of those other stories. But this is what we want to talk about right now. While everybody's looking at slaps, we're looking at the plunging of the dollar. And this is supposed to be America implementing sanctions on Russia, right? Well, why is the dollar plunging? Why is the dollar being affected? Why is your gas going up? Shelves being emptied out, right? Who's really being affected? We just got to see it. Slow Biden said it. He said that the sanctions are not only hurting is built to hurt America, but Europe and America. I mean, Slovakia, Russia. He said, but also the European countries and America are going to feel the crunch of all of these sanctions. Well, look at this: the dollar plunges 10% against the Russian ruble. Against the Russian ruble. So you telling me that the Russian ruble is actually making grounds and exceeding in the economy above the dollar? And the objective of the sanctions was to crush the Russian ruble? Uh-oh. Dollar plunges 10% against Russian ruble after the latest rounds of Russian Ukrainian attacks. The US dollar was plunging against the Russian ruble as Russia and Ukraine negotiators completed a round of talks in Turkey. The dollar US drub fetched 85.3 rubles, down from 95 rubles, as reports from Russian new wires suggested some progress in the negotiations. So they're trying to say it's because of these negotiations. I highly doubt that. But $1 is equal to 85 rubles. It was 95, days earlier, right? So we're seeing the collapse of the dollar happening. What else is going to happen with the dollar? Let's look at this. So, in cahoots with the BRIC community and the economic empowerment that Brazil, Russia, India, and China have established, right? And South Africa is included in that. They're just the weakest of the five. They're the weakest of the five. However, they still are affiliated with the BRIC economy. That is what these particular nations are trying to establish as a new economic renaissance. So India, I've reported on this before, showed y'all this from before. Pakistan, India, um, uh, who else said that? Venezuela. All of these particular countries have decided that they are going to side with Russia and help them with their economy. Um, I brought out the article last week where Russia said that they got oil on the low. They slanging oil on the low, and India said we want some. You are ally anyway. We'll help prop up your economy. And they saying China could be next. So what ends up happening is that when Russia starts to pull their oil reserves away from all that are dependent upon it, all the European countries that's dependent upon the Russian oil, they're going to start slanging it only to those who want to deal in the ruble, those who want to deal in Russian monetary systems. That's the only people they're going to deal with. America and the petrodollar, that's going to be cut off because look, the Arabs, um, United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia have already, been cut off Biden, not taking his calls. So the oil that back the money that was backed by oil now is weakening because the oil that could be being used is no longer being backed up by the US dollar. The US dollar is the world's reserve currency currently right now. That's what everything is based upon. All currencies is based after the dollar. If the dollar loses that reputation, it's finished. And so is America. India is snapping up cheap Russian oil, and China could be next. Since the beginning of March, 5 cargoes of Russian oil, or about 6 million barrels, have been loaded and are bound for India, set to be discharged in early April, said Matt Smith, lead oil analyst at Kepler. This is about half the entire volume discharged last year, a significant uptick. So they've gotten half of what they would get in a year in a month, he told CNBC. If China also buys oil from Russia, also widely expected to be discounted, it could have some impact on crude prices, analysts said. Euros crude from Russia is being offered at record discounts, the International Energy Agency said on March 17th. So, what happened to all of those reserves that America said that they was going to be digging into to help spread around to Europe and to America to help ease the pain? Remember that? America got over 500 million barrels of oil sitting up in their reserves for emergencies, and they pulled out 60 to spread around. They ain't did back in that stash, have they? No, no, they haven't. They want to collapse. They want to destroy this place, and it's all good because that's what's going to happen. We're going to feel it. It's going to be hard times. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If you haven't noticed, gas is still going up in LA right now. They said that the average price is $6.09. Last week it was 580. Think at 585, 589. So it's already raised up again another 15 cent in a week. You talking 7, 8, $9 a gallon at this rate by the summertime, and uh, you're not going to see no bailouts coming from Slow Biden and the rest of his cronies. See, here goes the representatives of the BRIC community. Well, Brazil's not here, but you still have India, Russia, and China. Okay. So the imminent collapse of the economy, the imminent collapse of supplies and the food chains, all of that is happening right now. Okay. Let's look at this. I thought the Russian ruble was being sanctioned. I thought that was being shut down. Ruble closes at its highest since February on gas sales move. All they did was shift, lowered the cost of the product, and now they got more buyers coming in to get that money. I mean to get that oil, and their economy is thriving right now. Russia's doing better. The Russian ruble is doing better than the dollar amidst the sanctions from slow Biden. How's that happening? See, we got to look at the inner workings of Babylon falling and the collapse of this place. Let's move on. See, but on the midst of that, it's all part of the plan. Biden is planning a new digital currency. Here's why you should be worried. See, they have to collapse the dollar. They have to get rid of this thing. See, in order for them to bring in the new economy, the new economic wave that they want. They want to put everybody on this digital platform, this digital system, this digital ID that everybody's going to be utilizing to be tracked, traced, um, to tell if you're naughty or nice. You understand? Because they're going to tie it into the environment. They're going to monitor your carbon credits. They're going to monitor whether or not you should receive payment. They're going to break down every damn thing till everybody is starving and poor and crying and saying, "We'll cooperate. Just give us food. We'll cooperate. Just give us money. What do I have to inject in me? Give it to me. Just upload some more credits on my card. What do I have to do in order to get this job? Oh, just whatever. I'll do it. Just put more credits on there for me. Oh, I can only buy this type of food. This is my diet from here on out. Put more credits on there. See. Oh, I can't travel. I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh yeah, because your card, your chip, you've been tracked and traced. See, that's what the whole pandemic was about, to get everybody easing into that mentality first. If you don't comply, stay home. You're in quarantine. You're going to be without a job. You might be on some sort of public assistance. Oh, you want to comply? You want to be part of the world? You want in? Come on. So we see here with the collapsing of the dollar, the devaluation of the dollar, and everything else that's going on economically, and we see it through the food chains and everything else, right? Oh, rising from the ashes is going to be America's new economic system. We know that it's coming. Caste society. It's all here. Whenever the White House says it's working on a plan that could transform, so like that would transform a vital part of the U.S. economy, and that the administration is doing so with the highest urgency. It's an emergency, huh? It should go without saying that the press should pay close attention to what's going on. Even more importantly, the press should eagerly and comprehensively inform the public of the potential risk associated with such a proposal. Unfortunately, that's not happening today, and the effects of the media's negligence could reverberate for decades to come. Well, the media's too focused on Will Smith and Chris Rock and whether or not they're going to kiss and make up, or whether or not the slap was real, or whether or not Jada, is cheating on Will, or is Will, a sucker for how Jada's been punking him in public. I mean, who gives a at this point? That's all part of the illusion, man. All part of the distraction, man. Holly weird. I mean, these two cats is two actors, man. I done seen Will Smith walk away the same way in Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 3, after he done did something, fixing his shirt jacket. You know, cats get slapped on camera and on set all day. What's new? And you're at an acting event to see who can act the best. The Oscars. Give me a break. Reading on. On March 9th, the Biden administration released an executive order instructing a long list of federal agencies to study digital assets and to propose numerous reports about their use and proposals to regulate them. So they want in to the digital space. They want into the blockchains. They want into the cryptocurrencies. They want into the Venmo accounts, the PayPal accounts. They want into the Cash Apps. They want into all digital assets. They want to study what's going on with the crypto markets, how they can come in and regulate them, how they can get a piece of the pie. There's not going to be no more, too much more freedom in Bitcoins and Ethereum and all that other stuff. Those are going to be compromised coins, or they're going to be bullied out the market by the government, and the government is going to establish their own coin to use. And I believe they're saying that it's going to go through the XRP medium and some other one I forgot, but that remains to be seen. I'm not a crypto expert, I don't know, but we see here much of the executive order is focused on cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, which run a blockchain technology and have become increasingly popular among many investors and consumers in recent years. But there's an even more important part of the EO. President Slow Biden has instructed the federal government and Federal Reserve to lay the groundwork for potential new U.S. currency, a digital dollar. We already know it's not potential; it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, I think I want Ezekiel 7. Let's see. Ezekiel 7:19, it says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed." What are we seeing here? A devaluation of currency. Go look down there at Venezuela and see what their dollar is worth right now. Go see why they are experimenting and trying to get into, or while precious metals are actually being respected down there. I mean, this cat's down there getting haircuts for slivers of gold. When we're looking at the way and how our economy is right now is going to be completely changed. Silver and gold is going to be tossed in the streets because why? There's in this particular aspect, there's going to be a new system of how you're going to be utilizing payment systems. That paper money, that fiat currency, that monopoly money is going to be worthless. You're going to have to exchange that in for the new wave, the digital dollar, whichever way that it comes in, the CBDC, crypto based digital currency. They it's gonna come in that way. And that's gonna be part of the beast system. That's gonna be one of the driving forces that keeps accelerating the appetite of the beast. They shall cast their silver and gold in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it's the stumbling block of their iniquity. See, when one keeps thinking that money is going to answer and solve all the problems, money's going to get our way out, you can forget about that because Esau's already cornering the market. He's going to still control every aspect of every individual's lives, man. What you eat, how you can pay for it, how you're not going to be able to pay for it, the whole nine. So the power move is being made. They're collapsing and destroying the dollar. These sanctions have only helped forward the plans of deconstructing the resources and the dollars and the food supplies and everything else that America, Europe, and the rest of the world has access to. The sanctions, the war, all of that stuff is all playing in playing part in driving forward with this new world order, one world currency, uh, one world government, so forth and so on. It's all part of the plan, man. They playing this thing out to the T. It's pretty and study it a little bit. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So it shouldn't be no surprise when we're looking at and seeing lists. The dollar is getting worse because of this Russia talk. But here, America is supposed to be the one laying down the sanctions and empowering themselves because you're knocking down the competition. Why isn't that working? Oh, because they know this is happening. They know Russia can go. They know Russia got backup. That's why you see, Slow Biden came out last week and he was talking about, for God's sakes, this man cannot rule anymore. And then his peoples came right back and said, he didn't mean that. He got a little too hype. We don't support a regime change. We're not talking like that. That's reckless. And then some of NATO had a problem with that too. Macron over there in France, he was like, "What? Hey, Slow Biden, what are you talking about, man? You jumping out the window, and we got to stay over here." All of this is all a, a lot of damn political theater going on, man. A lot of foolishness happening. See, you see the ruble still making moves. This is why you see these particular headlines, right? So digital dollars on its way. Now let's look at this. Hold on. What is this? This is another thing that we got to be very aware of. Global diesel shortage raises the risk of oil prices spike. You know that diesel gas is going up and skyrocketing like crazy. And you say, well, I don't give a damn about that. I drive unleaded. Well, guess who drives diesel trucks? 43% of US commercial trucks are powered by diesel. Do you understand what that means? 43% of them trucks that bring in the food, that bring in gas, that bring in supplies, that bring in things that we need to survive, they're going to have a shortage of drivers and trucks because the cost of diesel is going to be too expensive. Some of these cats, man, are private contractors that own their own trucks that build relationships and get contracts with various companies and markets and this, that, and the third, and they got to pay for their own gas. Some of them gonna back down and say, "Shit, I can't afford to keep working like this." Or they're going to charge the stores even more to help supplant the cost of gas, which means who's going to have to make up for that cost? Me, you, when you go into the stores. We'll talk about it even more. Most High willing this weekend. There's over 150 Walmarts that's closing here in the States. And you know how Walmart is important. I was in spots down south, Walmart is like their only resource to get everything that they need without having to drive miles on end to go to another store or another place that's gonna. Walmart is a one-stop shop for many people that live down south. Strip that from them, see what happens. They used to have one on Crenshaw, on the Crenshaw Mall. Man, when they shut that down, man, that was the worst. Jake's was out here like, damn, they took Walmart from us. Next closest one is in Torrance. Damn near, 20 minutes away or 30 minutes away, depending on where you lived at in the city. But that's what ends up happening. You take a valuable resource the people need because they can't keep up with what's going on. Supply shortages. The foods and the things that they are stocking the shelves with typically are the unhealthy crap that ain't nobody buying. I've seen and heard about um, double dating, expiration dates on food. There is no more 99-cent store and Dollar Tree. Everything is over that now. So we're seeing here diesel, 43% of the trucks that bring in everything that, vital supplies that are necessary for survival are getting hit with these diesel gas prices. Global stocks of diesel and other distillates have fallen to the lowest seasonal level since 2008, when similar shortages of these transports and industrial fuels helped to propel oil prices to a record high. See, they're being hit up too. Shortage on diesel fuel now is going to actually continually impact the food supply, the supply chain, as far as wheat, food, medicines, all of that is going to get hit. And again, this is why you say, why is it important? Because 43% of how we receive things comes by those means. Okay. So, real quick, man, just wanted to tap in with y'all, man. I made it. Less than 30 minutes. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. You know what? And look at this. Will Smith in that slap. Um, Hold on. See, I said it. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Uh, where is that at? I think that was an older one. See, these are 2016. That was when they closed the one in Crenshaw. Crenshaw here in LA. Where is the one at? There's a recent one. That said 100 and I want to say it's 156. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. So this was 3 days ago. Okay. More Walmarts have been announced uh, as closing in 2022. Your neighborhood location is your neighborhood location among them, right? So you know, Negro loves Walmart. The poor white trash love Walmart. Everybody go to Walmart, right? So while people's getting slapped, they're gonna end up seeing how things is gonna actually start impacting their ability to receive and get items that there's no longer gonna be available to get, right? Uh, Let me see. But they're saying in the U.S., Canada, Puerto Rico, Walmart's closing these stores permanently starting April 22nd. Which ones? Uh, there was one man that had the dang had a list of the cities, but that just means unemployment. You know, people's gonna lose their jobs. Um, People's gonna lose access to goods and services. You know, it's just gonna get more messy, man. More messy. So, in preparation, brothers and sisters, man, make sure that you've got your head on straight, your spirit in tune, your understanding and seeing the pathway in which things are being directed, and you know, you got to continually watch this show. So, what did we learn and see today? That the dollar is collapsing even further. Diesel fuel shortages are on the rise, which is going to impact um, food and supply chains furtherly. We see that Russia is gaining more grounds economically, and their allied ties with India and China are strengthening as they're building up the ruble. Um, America, is out here playing games, just deliberately collapsing its economy so that they can rise up with the new digital dollar, so that they can promote this new world order that's coming. The agenda of building back better, the agenda of a great global reset, is still on. And I ain't even talked about the pandemic and how that's moving forward. I got the article where Fauci then already came out and said, "Be prepared for new restrictions coming." I've been saying that for who knows how long, since they said take the mask off. I said it's coming back. You know what? See, I was gonna stop. I said it. I'll give y'all the preview. I was just gonna bring it out in the next DSTM, but let's just see. Okay, I'm just gonna give you the headline. Fauci warns Americans could face more lockdowns. Uh-oh. When did this come out? March 18th? Fauci warns Americans could face more lockdowns amid the spread of the new vid variant. Oh, did I not say it? Did I not warn everybody and say don't get comfortable? Okay. Y'all see what time it is. See, look at this. There's more political theater going on up here. Warning Ukraine, Biden not ready to believe Russia's military reduction. We'll see. We got to keep dragging this thing out a little bit more. Most are willing it does. Most are willing it accelerates because that's only going to be more of a solidification of knowing that the children of Israel are waking up, that we're repenting, that we're seeking the face of the Most High 10 times or more. We're mending all of the wounds, that we've incurred through these curses or whatnot. There's only more evidence of that. But until we can fully, you know, see clearly through the paths that's in front of us, we got to maintain order. We got to maintain our fear of the Most High and keeping the commandments. That's it for me, brothers and sisters, man. Um, y'all be blessed. I'm gonna go ahead and check out. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, man. Again, always remember, man, fear the Most High, keep the commandments, and don't ever shoot your messenger.